Maybe I just thought it was wrapped up. Yeah.
Shalom, shalom, family. Sorry for the delay. 7:14 p.m. Central Standard Time. Got a few requests to go back over chapter 7 of the Hebrew Primer, and which is all good. If it's ever we moving too fast and ain't no understanding, then we just need to slow down a little taste and make sure we get the understanding. So we're gonna do a review of chapter 7 and get her done. You feel me? That little baby, that sound like she hollering. So it's all good. We'll get started in about 5 minutes. This is a review of Hebrew Primer chapter 7. We'll do chapter 8 tomorrow evening if it's the Lord's will. All right, let's get her done. We got 5 minutes. My PDF. Support Shalom, Shebrew.
Shalom.
What's going on with you, Shebrew?
Not a whole lot, just ready to get into this.
Yeah, my bad on the delay. You know,
that's okay.
It's always something. Time be flying, you feel me?
I hear you.
Time be flying, so we should be cool shortly. Let me pull this PDF up real quick. Pull this phone up. Make sure we good on all the comments and all that. We're gonna go back through it. Bang. Bang. Alright. Chapter 7. And we'll get into chapter 8 tomorrow evening if it's the Most High's will. Get it done. Bang. You say what?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Sometimes you be chopping up a little taste. I can hear you now, though. Go ahead. You say what?
1 minute. Okay. I wanted to ask something about chapter 6.
I'm barely. You should say it again.
Hold on.
What you doing with that right there? What's that right there?
What?
That you almost dropped.
That's
Sister Valerie Yaz, Shalom, Shebrew.
Hello.
Sister B Yaz in the building. Everybody joining on in. Shalom, family. Shalom, shalom. We got a few requests to go back over chapter 7. It's all good. If we need to slow down a little taste to get understanding, let's do it. You know?
Can you hear me now, Malachi?
Yeah, I can hear you a little better now. What you were saying, sister?
Okay. It's something in chapter 6 that I wanted to ask you about.
Uh-huh. What is it?
It's about the irregular plural.
Irregular. All right, the regular what? Plural nouns or what?
Yes, okay.
Page 43.
Yep.
All right, what's the question?
Okay, so I see where it says that some of the Hebrew basic rules, these nouns have irregular plural form. So I'm looking at where it says, okay, man and then men, but it has a noon in there. Where did that come from?
No, that's why it's called irregular. It just don't follow the same basic rules that everything else does. They're exceptions to the rules. So you got man, ish, then you got men, anashim. So, regular, you would thought it would say ishim or something like that. Like men, but that's why it's called irregular. Because it's an exception to the rule. That's all. And it's just something we gotta remember. Anashim is men, and nashim without the left is women. But you see woman is isha. So why is it not ishot?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's just irregular. Some things in the language are like that. They're not regular, or they don't follow the basic rules that are laid out. So they're called irregular.
Okay, so that's how it works. kind of, it's like you start in a certain pattern and stuff like that.
You chopping up a little bit, Zipporah. You chopping up a little bit.
Was that? You hear me better?
I can hear you fine now, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's just that, you know, some people are kind of used to a certain pattern.
Yeah.
Doing something like that. Just, you know, kind of stumped me for a minute.
Yeah. It's just when it comes to that, there's certain things you just gotta remember. That's it. If you gotta get some flashcards together or whatever, so be it. But that's why they call it irregular, because you know you're used to a certain pattern. You know what I'm saying? Bond for son, banim for sons. You know what I'm saying? On down, Malak for king, or Malek for king, Malak Yam for kings. Like you used to a certain pattern, but when you get down to what they call irregular, it's just there are exceptions to the rules. So it's something that got to be learned. So if it take for you, you know, get creative. If it take for you to write some flashcards up, put them on the refrigerator, whatever it take. You know, but I can see why them questions would arise. You'd be like, dang, why is that? And if you trip off the women plural, we got a masculine ending for women plural. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they call it regular. That's it. It ain't nothing, you know, too much more to it. Like, why do they do it? Whatever the rules they have for the language, I guess is where it come in. That they got certain rules for it. Just like you can spell in English, there, like 3 different ways: THERE, THEIR. Just it's different rules for different situations when it comes to any language. That's what it is. Hebrew ain't the only one that got it regular. Go ahead.
So you probably want
You're breaking up again, Zipporah. You said what?
I'm saying that you probably more words like that.
Say it one more time. Can y'all hear her?
No, just chopping up a little bit.
Yeah, you chopping up a little taste, Zipporah.
Okay. Are these the only words?
Are you asking, are these the only words like that?
Yes.
No, as we keep going and you learn more, you're going to see his other words and it's other exceptions to the rules as well. But you'll get it, though. You'll get it. You know what I'm saying? And if we got to slow down and go over a chapter again, so be it. It ain't no thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it to y'all Hebrews too. It ain't no thing. We got to slow down and do it again. That's what's up. Why speed through this and the understanding is not always there. You know what I'm saying? You just went through the Hebrew 28 chapters of the Hebrew primer, but didn't understand it in its totality. What's the point? So it ain't no thing. So we can go back over this chapter 7. We had a few requests on that. Let me pull this PDF up real quick. Get her done. All right, hold on 1 second, Bane. Hit this file. Just real quick. All right, Bane. Let me see desktop. Already got it on her. First Hebrew prime. Bing. Let's get her done. Get it done. And then how y'all do on the translated story at the end of the chapter? Who got it translated?
Good. Good.
It was a funny story, wasn't it?
I think that was the
Yeah. What all right, so what was they arguing over?
Who took the food?
The bread, yeah.
Yeah, they was arguing over bread. So over who took the bread. Then they father had to intervene and say something. Like y'all both
Your mic is muted.
muted.
Oh, there we go. There you go.
Say, dang. I hope
It muted again.
Uh-huh.
Not tonight.
Lord, love.
It keeps going to mute, Malachi.
It's almost like it's automatic.
Like it's just jumping in.
Yeah.
And muting on its
own.
Uh-oh. It's muted. We can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
I think that's because I was scrolling. I think that's because I was scrolling on this PDF. That's all it was.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Bang, bang. Pull this up real quick. All right. Drop this down. Bang. All right, bet. All right, this chapter 7, the perfect tense oral review. Oral review. All right, Sister B, yeah, you up first, she bro. Steel City, Pennsylvania. You up first. You gotta read and translate that first group. And yeah, that first group, and then we'll get to the group 2. What it say?
Ha'a, halak, el, ha'aret.
What that say?
The brother walked to the land.
Good job. What the next line say?
Ha'akim, halaku,
How cool?
halku.
Mhm.
Okay. Ha'arim, halku, and ayer.
Mm-hmm.
The brother walked to the
Good
city.
job. What that next line say?
Ham, Abru, El, Ayer. That is
What does hang mean? Hang.
okay, let me enlarge this 1 second. Okay. Pain is, I get them mixed up sometimes. They
There you go.
crossed over to the city.
Yep, and that's they masculine because it ends with a mem. So they crossed over to the city. What that next line say?
Hanaku, Abru, El, Haaret.
Right. What that say?
They crossed over to the land.
You say that says who?
We.
What is hiding a rope? Hiding a rope. What does that mean?
Oh, Hana, rope.
Mm-hmm.
The young women crossed over to the city.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Group 2. Group 2. Sister Valerie Yaz on you.
Alrighty.
You got it.
Okay. Ish, Shalak, Bahema,
Mm-hmm.
Lemoab.
Good job. What that mean?
The man sent an animal or cattle to Moab.
Good job. Next line.
Hanashim, yes. Shalku,
Uh-huh.
Bahemo,
Uh-huh.
Lemoab.
What that mean?
Hanashim. We just went over this. I think it's men. Yes.
Men. Yeah, plural form for men is anashim. Men. Anashim.
Men sent cattle to Moab.
Good job. What the next line say?
Isha,
Uh-huh.
Ku,
Shall
sorry, Shall Ka,
Good job.
Ebed,
Uh-huh.
Ebed, Moab.
Go ahead. What that say?
The women or woman, excuse me, said, Ebed.
Ebed. Yep, like the root word for Obadiah. Obadiah.
Oh, servant.
There you go.
Servant. Moab.
Servant to Moab. A woman sent servants to Moab. Okay, next line. Next line. What it say?
Nashim shall ku.
Uh-huh.
Shall ka.
You heard Shalku.
Oh, I was right. Okay, sorry. Shall ku shall Habadim.
Uh-huh.
And this
Right.
is men. Yeah. No, this is woman.
Women.
This is
Women.
women.
Yeah.
Women sent servants to Moab.
Good job. Sister Zipporah, you got group 3.
Okay. Group 3 is Mimit Rayum Abu Lirushalayim.
Good job. What that mean?
Daughters from Egypt crossed over to Jerusalem.
Daughters from Egypt crossed over to Jerusalem. Yep. Good job.
The next one is Banim Mimit Rayum Abu Lirushalayim.
Yeah. What that say?
Sons from Egypt to Jerusalem.
Good job. Good job. What that next line say?
Banim Ubanot Amdu Bamit.
Translate. What it say?
Sons and daughters to Egypt.
Stood in Egypt. Yep. All right. Next line.
Hema Ru Lamit Wayu Cain Amdu Bamit Wayu. They crossed over to Egypt and they stood in Egypt.
Good job. Good job. All right. Section 4. I got section 4. Kadarik El Haharim Ahmad Naor. Now this is Badarik. In the path to the mountain stood young men. Next line. Badarik El Haharim Amdu Naor Wa Naara. In the path to the mountains stood young men and young women. Next line. Hema Amdu Wahema Shamu Bahemot Baha'arim. So it says they stood and they heard animals in the mountains. Next line. Badarek El Ha'ir Haim Zakru Yamim Baharim. In the path or in the road to the city, they remembered the days in the mountains. Group 5. Hamalek Malak B Rushalayim. The king ruled in Jerusalem. Next line. Hu Malak Ba'ir Wa Ha'akim Malku Baha'arim. He ruled in a city and brothers ruled in mountains. Next line. Hamalek Shemor Anashim Wa Ha'akim Shamru Bahemot. The king guarded the men, and brothers guarded the animals. Next line. Haim Shalku Bahimot La'ir Wahu Shalak Anashim Laharim. They sent animals to a city, and he sent men to the mountains. Vocabulary. Vocabulary. All right. On the right side, the word for eat, we got a call, a left kaf lamed, a call, eat, a call. All right. The next word down from eat, we got the Hebrew word for say, and it's amar, a left mem resh, amar, say, amar. You see that a lot in the Torah when it says, it'll say, why you more, Yahweh Elohim, and he said, and the Most High said, El Moshe to Moses. You see a lot of that in the scriptures. The root word is amor, amor. All right, aleph mem resh, amor, and that means say. All right. The next word is we, and it can be used in a masculine sense or a feminine sense, plural. We, and it's anaknu, we, anaknu. All right. On down from that, you got I, not as in your eye in your head, but like you saying like yourself, I. Right. It can be used masculine or feminine, singular, and you can use ani, or you can use anoki, ani or anoki. All right. I, you, feminine,
Can I add
singular.
this?
Go ahead. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can use either one of those.
Yes, ma'am. They're interchangeable. You can use anoki or ani. They're interchangeable.
Okay.
Yep. You'll see both. You'll see both in the scriptures. You'll see both in the
Okay.
scriptures. So you can use any one of them. Ani or anoki.
And it doesn't have to be any. It just
No, it's like it's just like the word for they, masculine. You can use haim or you can use haima. Haim or haima. It's the same rule. It just is two ways to say one thing.
Okay.
Ani or anoki. And you can use that when speaking about, you know what I'm saying, if it was a male speaking or a female speaking. All right.
Okay.
You, feminine singular. You, feminine singular. Like if you was talking about someone, you was like you, but it was a female, you would say at, at, at. All right. If it was a male singular, you would say ata, ata, ata. Like when somebody said bless you, they usually say Baruch atah. Baruch atah. That's talking to a man. If you're talking to a sister, you would say Baruch at. Baruch at. Bless you. All right. You plural, like you saying you all. So you can't just say you if you're talking about singular. If it's plural, you're saying you all or them. Them. The word there is atim. 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 And that's masculine. Atim. All right. If you were saying you all or them, but you were speaking to more than one female, you would say atin with an N at the end. Atin. Atin. All right. The next verb we have up is called yashab. Yashab. And it means to sit, settle, or reside. Like where you live at, basically. You know what I'm saying? Where you reside at. Yashab. 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 All right. That's the yod, that's the shin, and that's the bet. Yashab. All right. The Hebrew word for no or not is lo. You say no in English, you say lo in Hebrew, lo. You did it, didn't you? Lo, lo. Didn't do it, lo. Like whenever somebody was to say, said Toda to you, it's thank you. Or Toda Rabah, it's like thank you very much, thank you exceedingly. You will answer back, you're welcome in English, but in Hebrew you would be saying no thing or don't mention it. So you would just say lo the bar. Lo the bar. That's how you respond to somebody that say Toda to you. Toda Rabah, lo the bar. Like, don't even mention it. You know what I'm saying? No thing. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to it. Load the bar. Load the bar. All right. Load the bar. So low. Easy way to remember that. You say no in English. Just put an L on it. Low in Hebrew means no. All right. Low. All right. The Hebrew word for bread or food. Bread or food is lakim. Lakim. And we went over this last class we did. The Messiah was born in Bethlehem. Bethlehem. His house, the actual birthplace is made up of two words. Bet or Bayit, which means house, and Lakim, which means bread. The name of Bethlehem actually means house of bread. And he is the bread of life. You know, it only makes sense he was born in Bethlehem. It makes all the sense in the world. So Lakim means bread in Hebrew. Lakim, bread. All right. The next word down from there is before or in front of, and the word there is lifnei. 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 All right. That's the lamed, the pay, the noon, and the yod. Lifnei. Lifnei. All right. And it's actually what, I mean, when you look at it, if you break it down on an etymological standpoint, the lamed means to, and the pay or the pani means face. So to my face. You understand? So that's when the scriptures say have no other gods or powers before him. That's the word there. It means to his face. Meaning he's always watching. That's what you're supposed to get out of it. That the Most High is always watching. Don't be serving no other gods. All right. To his face. Like you don't disrespect the Most High. All right. The next verb we got is laquak. Laquak or lakak. However you want to pronounce it. Laquak or lakak. And it means to take. It's the lamed, it's the kuf, and it's the ket. All right. It means to take. To take. All right. To take, yeah. The next word we have down is upon, about, on, or over. Over. And it's the word all. Ayin lamed. All. All. Ayin lamed. All. All right. So that's the vocabulary for this chapter thus far. Got more words you got to study up on, more verbs, more pronouns. More nouns, you know. And again, if y'all got to make flashcards or something, you know, get a dry erase board, get creative with it. Get creative with it. Whatever it takes for you to remember, to memorize what's going on. Hey, it's all good. And remember, this is your language, so it's already in you. You just reactivating with what you was born with. Once you get to flowing, you're going to be flowing with it. All right? All right, subject pronouns. You have already learned some of the subject pronouns. All right? You got who for he. You got he for she. That's crazy. All right. For they, you say haim or haima. That's masculine though. If you're talking about like men, a group of men, or even it's a mixed group of men and women, you still will say haim or haima. You know what I'm saying? The masculine rules. It's just what it is. All right. Or if you're talking to a group of women, feminine, a group of women, you would say Haina. Haina. That's how you say they, and you're talking to feminine. All right. They. All right. How we looking thus far? Any questions?
We're looking good.
All right. Let me check this comment board. Look at Shebrew talking crazy. Miss Shah. About time, Mally. Dang, what you mean about time, Shebrew? Dang. Miss Shah, I was just going over chapters 1 and over chapter 2. That's what's up. That's what's up. Then y'all L me as well. Fell behind a chapter 2. Yeah, y'all catch up together. Let's get her done. It's all good though. But again, any questions, y'all got my email. Y'all can email me as well. I'm a working man too, so but I mean when I get time, I get to them emails. Let's get her done. We here to help each other. It's all good. All right. All right. So now we on page 51. We at the subject pronoun chart. All right. Singular, first person. Singular, first person. You got I need or I know key. I know key. All right. That's how you say I, masculine or feminine, singular. I know key. Now it's crazy because they got in the Sumerian text, they got what's called the Anunnaki. Anunnaki. You feel me? I'm like, well, look, that's Hebrew. That means I. Me and the young gunner was talking about that the other day. I'm like, man, that's actually Hebrew. If they spell it like this, Anunnaki, well, that's how you say I in Hebrew. That's crazy. But ancient Samaria or Chaldea and all that was the land Abraham was out of, though. So it makes sense of similar languages. You know what I'm saying? The word for prince is Sor or Shor. You know what I'm saying? They got something called Sargon. The Hebrew word for son is Shemesh. They got someone called Shamash. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, so it's similar language. The language is similar. So you may run across some of that. All right. So first person, I need, singular. I know key, singular. That's how you say I, first person. All right. Plural, first person. We, masculine or feminine, you would say anaknu. Anaknu. So all these are first person. All right. Meaning you're including yourself. That's what first person means. I, or if you're saying we, meaning it was me and somebody else. We. You including yourself. That's the first person. All right. Second person, singular. You would say, speaking to a man, masculine, you would say ata. Ata. That's you. You know what I'm saying? Talking to a singular man. Ata. Second person, if you're speaking to groups of men or a mixed crowd of men and women, you would say atim, meaning you all. You all. All right. Second person, speaking to a singular woman, you would say at. At. That's feminine and that's singular. Second person, you, or speaking to more than one person, plural, you all, you would say atin. Atin. So for the men, you would say atim. For the women, you would say atin. All right. Third person. Third person. He, you would say who. If you were saying they, you would say haim or haima. That's masculine. All right. Who for singular, he, third person. Haim or haima for they, third person, masculine, plural. All right. Third person in the feminine, you would say, to say she, you would say he. She, he. All right. To say they, third person, feminine, plural, you would say hey not. Hey not. All right. The first person singular and plural pronouns I and we are used for both masculine and feminine subjects. So they don't got no different construct. When you saying I or when you saying we, you can use I need or I need or a not Anoki, I need or Anoki when you're speaking about a male or a female. Or if you're saying we, a knock new. When you're speaking about male or female, it doesn't matter. You use ani and you use anaknu. When you're speaking about males, where you saying I, like if one of y'all was saying I, you still would say ani. If one of y'all was saying, if you was y'all was talking about all three of y'all on here, y'all was saying we, you would say anaknu. 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 All right, so that's all they're saying. The first person singular and plural pronouns I and we are used for both masculine and feminine subjects. Second person pronouns have masculine and feminine forms. All right, you, masculine singular, addresses an individual male, you would say ata. Ata. You, feminine singular, addresses an individual female, you would say at. All right, you, masculine plural, addresses a group of males or a group of males and females, you would say atem. Atem. You, feminine plural, addresses a group of females, you would say aten. Aten. All right, make sense so far?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. This next thing is called the perfect tense of the pa'al pattern. The perfect tense of the pa'al pattern. All right. You have already learned the following verb forms in the perfect tense. The following verb forms in the perfect tense. All right. So, he guarded. He guarded. Sisters of Porah. How would you say he guarded in the perfect tense? How would you say that? You say, now you got it's a who right there. He guarded. So you got we on page 51 right up under the perfect tense of the Paul pattern. Right, it's something we already learned this right here. All right, so the first line, just read it from right to left. You know, and then we'll get to the next Hebrew on that one. Yeah, Sister Zipporah, how you do that?
It says, who,
Yeah,
which is he guarded.
yeah. Who Shamar? Who Shamar? He guarded. He guarded. All right, Sister Valerie, how would you say she guarded?
He shamra.
He Shamra. He Shamra. Sister B, how would you say they guarded?
Haim Maya Shamru.
Yep, Haim, Shamru. How would you say they guarded? Sister B, you might as well do that one too. They guarded. Feminine note.
Haim Shamru.
Yeah, good job. Good job. Y'all hold on 1 second. What it do? Getting my phone blew up, trying to see what's going on. All right. All right, the forms you have learned belong to a verb pattern
So
called.
let me ask you something.
Go ahead. You're breaking up a little bit. Go ahead. Hello?
Were we Paul?
Yeah.
Paul has a set up, or is it
Okay. You breaking up a little, taste support. Say it again.
okay? Paul more in the vowel about the letter.
Can y'all hear her?
No. I said something about the vowels.
I heard you say something about Paul pattern, but you keep going in and out.
Okay, I'm gonna try to. Okay, for the Paul, more about vowels are set up. Vowels.
I don't even know.
She said it's about all pattern more about vowels.
Mhm.
She says it more about vowels. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm getting blew up. Nee, what's going on, bro? I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of this Hebrew class. Let me finish doing this, and I call y'all right back. What's going on? Y'all text me what's going on though. Text me. Just look, look, DD, text me and let me know what's going on. I'm in the middle of this class, and I'll be right over. All right. All right. Now, what you were saying, Zipporah? Say it again, sister. My bad.
Okay. All
For all pattern, right?
the vowels are constructed, or it's about those letters.
I barely could hear you, but I think you asking about the construct of what's called the Paul pattern. Right here, if we go, and right here, if we go to the paragraph up underneath what we just did, it says the forms you have learned. This is what we already went through. They just putting the name on it. The forms you have learned belong to a verb pattern called the Paul pattern. This is one of 7 Hebrew patterns. So we gonna learn all of them. But what we've been going through thus far, like he guarded, she guarded, like putting the pronouns and properly constructing the verbs. They saying this belongs to a specific Hebrew pattern called the Pa'al. This is one of 7 Hebrew patterns. The perfect tense forms in the Pa'al pattern are made by adding signal letters to the end of a verb root. Like, so when you see the hey at the end of Shamar, you know that's she guarded. When you see the Y at the end of Shamar, you know it's they guarded. When you see the T, the Tav and the Yod at the end of it, you know that would say I guarded. If you seen a Shmar, a noon and a Y at the end of it, you know what that would mean we guarded. So it's a pattern that's Hebrew, one of 7 patterns that we've been going through, and there's signal letters at the end of root words that let you know what's being said or the thought that's being conveyed. That's all it's basically saying. Can you hear me?
Answer that question.
Okay, all praise, yeah. So that's all it is. It's just a form or a pattern in Hebrew that what tips you off is the end of the word, how it's constructed. Again, as we go on further and further, you train. Most Hebrew words are made up of only 3 letters. 3 letters. So when you run across a long Hebrew word, you know it's a construct. Like it's letters at the end of it, it's letters in front of it to convey a thought. You know what I'm saying? Most Hebrew words are made up of 3 letters, which mean they are root words, like shamor. But you have to construct it a certain way to say I guarded, she guarded, he guarded, they guarded, we guarded. You know, well, that's all it's saying. That's all it's saying. So that's what that's about. I'm gonna read it again. The forms you have learned belong to a verb pattern called the Pa'al pattern. This is one of 7 Hebrew patterns. The perfect tense forms is the Pa'al in the Pa'al pattern are made by adding signal letters to the end of a verb root. In this case, the verb root is shamar. All right, to the end of a verb root. These signal letters are the same in all 7 patterns of the perfect tense. The chart below shows all the perfect tense forms of the verb shamar in the Pa'al pattern. In the forms below, the signal letters are outlined and the root letters are in black, which is good because you can look at the root words, which are in black, and you can look at the signal letters, which are not in black, and you can start training your eye to see, okay, they all have a single root, which is more. All right. Now, we're going to learn 7 or 6 more other patterns, but we're going to learn them as we go. as we go, we're gonna learn more of them. It's just letting you know what you've been learning thus far has a name to it. And as we get deeper into the Hebrew primer, you know how we be saying it has a T underneath it. It make that sound. It has a minus underneath it. It make that sound. All those have names as well. You know, we just ain't learned the names of them yet, but all those have names. So you can be like, no, that's a Kometz vowel or something. No, that's a this vowel. That's a this vowel. You see what I'm saying? So right there, all this just basically saying what you've been learning thus far belongs to a specific pattern. And you want to get technical about what it is, it's called the Pa'al pattern. All right? That's all it's saying. That's all it's saying. All right? Another name for the Pa'al pattern is call or qual. So if you don't want to call it Pa'al, call it qual. All right? Everybody understand?
Yes.
Yes.
All good. All good. So that's why I like this exercise right here. When we on page 52 for the YouTube family. The reason I like this exercise is because in black is the root word. All right? In black is the root word. The signal letters are in white. So once you get used to it, when you start reading through the Torah, reading through the Tanakh, reading anything in Hebrew, it's gonna start amazing you how your mind can lock in on them root words. You're like, oh, that's what that is. Bing, 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 and it'll start firing off. You know, it'll start firing off. It just takes training. Remember, you're relearning your language, should I say? Relearning. You're unlocking something that's already in you because you're Hebrew. You know, but it takes training. It's a process of unlearning everything that we've actually been taught. You've been taught to read from left to right and not right to left. You've been taught to write from left to right and not right to left. You know, so we actually are speaking backwards, writing backwards, and if you want to get technical, we're thinking backwards as well. Just what it is, because writing, speaking, all these are byproducts of thinking. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about something before you write it down. You got to think about something before you speak it. Well, at least you should be using discretion before you speak. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be impulsive or whatever. So, all right, down here, we're going to start on the right column. This is the root word of Shemor, which means what? What does Shemor mean, Hebrew? God, right, God, all right? So, how would we're gonna run through the right column and then the left column, because Hebrew we right to left with it. It's just a beat Yah. How would you say I guarded?
Shamar T.
Shamar T. Shamar T. Shamar is a root word. To put the I on the end of it, like you're speaking about yourself, whether it's a male speaking or a female, you would say Shamar T. I guarded. I guarded. Just the Valerie Yah. How would you say you guarded, but yeah, you were speaking to, say you were speaking to me. You guarded. How would you say that?
Shamarta.
Shamarta. Shamarta. Good job. Shamarta. Shamarta. All right. Sister Zipporah, how would you say you guarded, but you were speaking to, say, Sister Beat Y'all on this phone right here? How would you say you guarded? Shamarta. Shamarta. Shamarta.
Oh, okay. I thought I was
Yeah, you guarded speaking to one of these Hebrews. There's one of them. Not both of them, but just one of them. You know what I'm saying? You say Shamarta. Shamarta. All right. Yeah, Shamarta. How do you say he guarded? He guarded. Sister Beat Yah.
Shamar.
There you go. There you go. Shamar. Or if you want to add the pronoun in front of it, you would say what?
Who's Shamar?
There, good job. Good job. How would you say she guarded? Sister Valeria.
Shamra.
Shamara. Good job. Good job. Sister Porah, how would you say we guarded?
Shamarku.
Shamar knew. Shamar knew. Now, if I wanted to add the pronoun in front of that, the pronoun we, how would I say that?
Shamar knew.
Yeah, you say Shamar knew, but if you want to add the pronoun in front of it, right? Like a good way to remember the pronouns is they rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to say, I'll give you an example. If you want to say I guarded with the pronoun in front of it, you would say I need Shamar T. I know Key Shamar T. If you want to say you guarded, but you were speaking to me, one of y'all was speaking to me, you could say Ata Shamar Ta. Ata Shamar Ta. You see what I'm saying? If you want to say we guarded, you could say Anaknu Shamarnu. Anaknu Shamarnu. Now you can just say Shamarnu and it still mean the same thing. I just was testing or quizzing you on the actual pronouns that go before it if you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Anaknu Shamarnu. Or you can just say Shamarnu, you know. All right, how would you say you guarded talking to, or you all guarded talking to a group of men or a mixed crowd of men and women? Sister B, yeah, how would you say that?
Shamar Tim.
Shamar Tim. Sister Valerie, yeah, how would you say you all guarded, but you was talking to a group of sisters? Say you was talking to Sister Zipporah and Sister B, yeah, on this phone, and you said you guarded. How would you say that?
Shamar 10.
Good job. Good job. All right. They guarded. They guarded. Sister Zipporah, how would you say they guarded feminine? Said what, Hebrew?
Cheating.
You talking to they guarded feminine. Like how would you say? Like
If male,
you say what?
She said male or female.
Yeah, man. I said it's female. You saying they female. How would you say that?
Shamru.
Shamru. Shamru. Shamru. And the they for male or female is spelled the same way. So you would say Shamru if you was talking about males or females, and you're speaking about they did it. They guarded. Shamru. Shamru.
Okay.
That's what you would say. Right? Make sense? Okay. All right. Whenever we show you a new pattern, we will ask you to memorize it. This means that you need to read it, write it, and say it over and over until it is as familiar to you as the multiplication tables or the ABCs. All right. The following chart shows all the forms of the perfect tense with the appropriate pronouns. Read the verbs aloud with their pronouns and listen for the rhymes. All right. Listen for the rhymes. This is a poor rhyme. We're going to get it to you. All right. All the way over to the right. I got it. How you say that?
I have a question real quick, Molly, please.
Go ahead.
Why is you guarded for the male written differently than at the top?
You said, why is the you guarded for the man doing what?
Why is it written differently with the two dots under it instead of the two? Is that just a typo or?
You talking about the T underneath it for the man, and then for the woman, the two dots that's underneath it, the Shiva?
Yeah, but in this section it has two dots instead of a T, instead of the Shiva. I mean,
For the man or for the woman?
for the man.
Yeah, for the man it's Shamar Ta. It's just a T underneath it. It makes the I sound.
In this section it's a Shiva.
Yeah, for the woman it's a Shiva. You guarded, it says feminine singular. You talking about
In the section that we're about to do now, the pronouns with the perfect tense.
pronouns, subject pronoun. What we
It has a Shiva under Shamarta.
Shamarta. You talking about what we just did? The group that like the root words is in black and then the signal letters in white.
No, the ones we're about to do now.
The ones we're about to do now? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Shamort. Yeah, that dude. Yeah, that is a sheave underneath there. That's a good eye. I don't know why they would do that. After we just went over it at the top, where it said Shamort. Maybe that is a typo. You talking about what we about to do now, right? The second line where it says Atah Shamort. Yeah, it says Shamorta. It says it's
Yeah.
and it's the same way. It's constructed the same way for the female one underneath it. I don't know why it must be a typo.
Okay, just making sure, so we can do it with the little T and not the Shiva when it comes to the masculine form.
Yeah, because we just went over you guarded masculine, Shamorta, right up here and like the section above it. We just went over it. I don't know why, unless they're gonna drop a bomb on us later on in the chapter, like some type of, unless it's something irregular going on. But I would have to call that a typo, you know, until we see otherwise. I don't see why they would construct it like that. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. And the only reason I'm saying is because we just went over it in the section above it.
Yeah.
You feel me? If you go to the second or the right paragraph or the right section, the second construct down from I guarded is you guarded, masculine singular, and this Shamorta. So when you get all the way down here to the subject pronouns with the perfect tense, and you go down to the second row, it says Atah, which you know, okay, you talking to a male, but then it says Shamorta and not Shamorta. Good eye. Yeah, unless they're gonna drop something on us later on and say something is irregular, but I don't see how. So yeah, I would have to call that a typo until further notice. That's a good eye, Shebrew. Good eye. So yeah, if y'all write that in y'all notes, y'all want to say Shamorta with that, not Shamorta. When speaking about the male singular, Shamorta. And if you refer to the group above this, you'll see exactly what Sister B y'all just was asking. Good eye, Shebrew. Good eye. Hallelujah. All right. Subject pronouns with perfect tense. The following chart shows all the forms of the perfect tense with the appropriate pronouns. Read the verbs aloud with their pronouns and listen for the rhymes. Listen for the rhymes. All right. So, Sister B, yeah, you got line 1.
Okay. It is Ani or Anoku Shamorti.
Yeah. You hear the rhyming? I need Shamorti. I need Shamorti. Anoki Shamorti. Anoki Shamorti. Go on over, do the I guarded or go do the we guarded as well. Do the whole line.
Anaknu Shamornu.
Now say that again, Shebrew.
Anaknu Shamornu.
Good job. Good job. Good job. I'll do the second one. I'll do the second one for typo's sakes. That says Atah Shamorta. Atah Shamorta. Atem Shamortim. Atem Shamortim. All right. All right. Sister Valerie, you got the third line.
Okay. At Smarta.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Then 10 Smarten.
There you go. There you go. Sister Zipporah, you got the next line.
Mar, pain, Maru, there you go.
Shamru. You notice ain't no rhyming with that one. Ain't no rhyming with that one. Ain't no rhyming. Yep. And then the next one is he, Shamra, meaning she guarded. Then we saying they guarded, but speaking to some females, you would say Haina Shamru. Haina Shamru. Any verb root that we have introduced can fit into the above pattern. So what you done learned thus far, any verb root can fit into the above pattern. Any one of them. All right. The perfect forms for she guarded and they guarded have 3 syllables. 3 syllables. It's pronounced shamara, shamara, and it's pronounced shamaru, shamaru. Though the shiva occurs in the middle of a word, it is vocal. The shiva is vocal in all regular, all perfect forms. And the haina, haima. What?
I don't know what they was.
Hey, all right, family, my bad. Had a quick, that was crazy. All right, let's get back to it. Yeah, everything cool. There's all type of stuff going on. it's just crazy, man. The past few days have been wild. But the perfect forms for she guarded and they guarded have 3 syllables. Shamra is pronounced Shamara, and Shamru is pronounced Shamaru. Though the Shiva occurs in the middle of a word, it is vocal. The Shiva is vocal in all regular, all perfect forms. When you're speaking about, when it says he, that's a she. Hema, meaning they, and Hena form. So that's something that you can commit to memory. Me, I don't even do all that. I just kept it simple and just pause it in the middle. But if you want to commit that to memory, you can. I ain't gonna tell y'all don't do it or whatever. But how I learned was like, look, just keep it. If the Shiva's in the middle of a word, pause it, or don't make it vocal. But they saying if you're talking about a she when it says he, hey ma, so that's they masculine, or hey na, they feminine, plural, and hey ma is they masculine plural. You're supposed to pronounce that Shiva, so it's not Shamra, it's Shamara. It's not Shamru, it's Shamaru. So again, no harm, no foul either way though. But if y'all want to commit that to memory, go ahead. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, when you're speaking about a she and you see the Shiva in the middle of it, I guess the Shiva would be pronounced. All right, so Shamaru. If you're speaking about they masculine plural, you would say Shamaru. Shamaru. If you're speaking about a she, you would say Shamara. All right. Hema, Shamaru. Hena, Shamaru. In roots that include the 5 guttural letters, there may be some vowel changes. You will not have to memorize them because we are giving you a verb spelling chart on page 371. Cheat sheet in the back of the book, y'all. Each verb that we introduce will be listed there in all its forms. All right. Knowing a few basic rules about guttural letters can help you identify perfect verbs that contain them. First, guttural letters do not take the Shiva. A vocal Shiva is usually replaced by a combination vowel when it follows a guttural letter. Second, guttural letters, except for a left, prefer the vowels, the minus sign, the combination, the T, and the combination. All right. So when the first root letter of a Pa'al perfect is a guttural, the combination Shiva and that minus replaces the Shiva in the Atim and the Atin forms. The given examples is down here. All right, so we got the root word is abar. All right, so it's saying it's abortim and not abortim. But y'all know how to read the vowels, though. You know how to read the vowels, so this is going into you actually constructing it. So it's saying it's abortim and not abortim. It's abortin and not abortin. So the Shiva replaced the combination vowel. That's all it's saying. It wouldn't be constructed like that as the minus vowel and the Shiva together. You would just make it a Shiva. That's all it's saying. So read it again. When the first root letter of Pa'al perfect is a guttural letter, the combination minus and Shiva replaces the Shiva in the Atim and the Atin forms. Abortim, not abortim. Abortin, not abortin. When the second root letter of a Pa'al perfect is a guttural, the minus and Shiva replaces the Shiva in the He, Hena, and Hema form. So it's Abba and not it's Abba and not Ahaba. Abba and not Ahaba. It's Abu and not Ahabu. It's Abu and not Ahabu. When the third root letter of a Pa'al perfect is a guttural, several changes may occur. If the letter is a Hey, Ket, or Ayan, only the At form changes. Example, it's Shalakta, not Shalakat. Shalakata. So it's Shalakta and not Shalakata. Shalakta, not Shalakata. If the third letter is a hey, sometimes it will drop off the verb, and other times it will become a yod. The Pa'al perfect of hey, noon, and bet is shown below. All right. So this right here is Baniti. Baniti. Next one says Banita. Banita. Next one says Banit. Next one says Bana. Next one says Banita. Left side says Baninu. Baninu. The next one says Banitim. The next one says Banitin. The next one says Banu and Banu. I know it sounds a little crazy right now, but just hold on for a second. We'll get there. It is not necessary to use the subject pronouns with perfect tense verb forms in the first and second persons. The single word shamorti means I got it. So it's saying you ain't got to use I need shamorti. You can just say shamorti. All right. You ain't got to say Anaknu, Shamornu. You can just say we got it by saying Shamornu. So it's saying it's not necessary to use the subject pronouns with perfect tense. Verb forms in the first and second person. The single word Shamorti means I got it. So how would you say I stood, Sister B? Yeah, I stood. Storming like a mug out there. Good.
Amati.
Amati, I stood. How would you say I remembered? I remember. Hope them lights don't go out. I remembered, Sister Zipporah.
Me?
Yeah, you, she, bro.
T.
Good job.
Zakota.
Good job. Good job. Sister Valeria. Sister Valeria, how would you say I went?
Halakti.
Halakti. Good job. Good job. I would say amarti. Amarti. I took, I would say laquakti. I ruled, I would say malakti. Malakti. All right. Subject pronouns will sometimes be used with perfect tense verbs for convenience in this text. These pronouns do not always appear with perfect tense verb forms in the Bible. When subject pronouns do appear in the Bible, they often indicate emphasis, negative sentences. Sentences are usually made negative in Hebrew by using lo. Lamed aleph, meaning not. Here are some examples of lo used in sentences. All right. So Abraham went to the city. Abraham halak el ha'ir. To say Abraham did not go to the city, you would say Abraham lo halak el ha'ir. So the lo added will put in there Abraham did not go to the city. Abraham lo halak el ha'ir. Abraham didn't go to the city. Okay. Amadnu badarek. Amadnu badarek. We stood on the road. All right. Lo amadnu badarek. We didn't stand on the road. All right. So trip off this. Let's get into it. The first exercise. I know some of y'all was already getting into this, doing homework. I did mine too. So y'all don't think I be cheating around this deal. Exercise 1. Write the correct perfect tense verb forms using the verbs zakar, which means what? What does zakar mean?
Remember.
Remember. And then what does malak mean?
Yeah.
There you go. Translate each form. Translate. That's right. Translate each form. So for number 1, if y'all did your homework, right? Number 1, we got a fa. So we're gonna use the verb zakar first. So how would you construct zakar if you said a fa? A fa. Sister beat ya. How would you construct that?
Okay, that is Ata Jakarta.
Good job. Good job. How would you construct zakar saying at, Sister Valeria?
At Jakarta.
Good job. Good job. Zipporah, how would you construct zakar saying who?
Who zakar?
Who? Zakar. It's just zakar. Talking about he. Who? Zakar. Okay. Okay. How would you say she, Sister beat ya? How would you say he? Construct zakar saying he. How would you say that?
He Zakra.
Good job. Good job. Sister Zipporah, how would you say, or how would you construct zakar saying anaknu before it?
Let me see. Zakar
Good zakar knew. Good job. Sister Valeria, how would you say zakar, or how would you construct zakar with atem in front of it?
Atem.
Good job. Good job. Sister Biya, how would you construct zakar with aten in front of it?
Aten Jakarta.
Good job. See, y'all got this. Y'all got this. And how would you construct zakar with hema? Hema in front of it. Sister Zipporah.
That would be would that be zakar?
Nope, it's what does hema mean?
Hema means they.
They, right. So how would you say they guarded? Or they remembered, my bad. How would you say they remembered?
The cartel.
They remembered. We already did the Tims and the Ten.
Oh. Pass.
Mhm.
Pass.
You would say Zakru. 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 And if it was Haina there, you would say Zakru as well. Zakru. Zakru. All right. What we have down here is a construct of the Hebrew word matzah. Matzah. Who know what that word means? It ain't a word we had already, but who know what that word means? Matzah in Hebrew. Mem Zaydi Aleph. Matzah. Means to find. Means to find. Right? Y'all just write that down. It's something we'll be learning later on. Sometimes this workbook actually does that. It'll give you a words you ain't learned yet. You know what I'm saying? So you can get familiar with it.
Repeat what you said it means again.
To find. To find. To find. Matzah. To find.
To find. Okay.
Yeah. F-I-N-D. To find. To find. Yep. To find. So to say I found, you would say matzati. Matzati. All right. Matzati. Matzati. To say you found, you would say matzata. Matzata. Speaking to a male. Matzata. All right. To say speaking to a female, you would just say matzat. Matzat, because I don't see a sheave under there, so matzat. Matzat. He found, you would just say matzah. She found, you would say matzah. 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 All right. Say we found, you would say matzanu. 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 All right. To say y'all found or you all found, speaking to a group of men or a mixed group of men and women, you would say matzatim. Matzatim. To say you all found, speaking to a group of women, you would say matzatin. Matzatin. And to say they found, speaking to males or females, you would say matzu. 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 They found. All right. Look at it. They threw the hanger down here. Well, we already went over that. All right. Number 2. You know, if some of y'all done did your homework, write all the perfect tense forms of the verbs, laquak and yashab. All right. Laquak and lashab. Sister beat y'all. What does laquak mean?
Took
Mm-hmm.
or take.
Yep, Sister Zipporah. What does yashab mean?
What is Yashab?
Yashab. What does yashab mean?
Means
It means what you say?
I didn't say.
Ah, okay.
I haven't seen it.
Yashab.
What does it mean?
It means to settle or to reside, like where you live at. Yashab. Yashab. Yeah, to reside. Laquak means to take. Okay. So include the appropriate subject pronouns. It says write all the perfect tense forms of the verbs of Yashab and Laquak. Include the appropriate subject pronouns. Read each form aloud and translate. So to say I took, you say Laquak T, but it's saying write the pronoun with it. So you will write I need Laquak T. All right. You took man. You would say Atad Laquak Ta. You took woman. At Laquak Ta. You feel me? He took Laquak. She took Laquaka. And on down. You know what I'm saying? So it's saying write all the perfect tense forms of the verb Whether you saying I took, you took, she took, he took, you all took, or they took, or we took. Write them all out, but write the pronouns in front of them. All right. Uh, it says read each form aloud and translate. Look, and always see chart on page 371. If it's ever a problem, you got a cheat sheet in the back of the book. And I don't even want to call it a cheat sheet. Just whatever it takes for you to get familiar with what it is. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Page 371 is your open book test, basically. You got the answers in the back. Answers to the open book test. All right. Section 3. Read these perfect tense verb forms aloud and translate. I'm gonna do line 1. All right. Just to beat y'all, you got line 2. I'm gonna do line 1. It says halakti, which means I walked. Zakarti, I remembered. Aborti, I crossed over. Yashabti, I lived. Laquakti, I took. Akalti, I ate. Amorti, I said. Shamati, I heard. Just to beat y'all, you got line 2.
Malakta, rule or reign.
Yep, you rule. Go ahead. Talking about little. Is that talking to a man or a woman?
That's talking to a man.
Good job. All right, go ahead.
Amata, you stood.
Mm-hmm.
The Marta, you guarded.
Right.
Shaletta, you sent.
That's right.
Shamata, you heard.
Good job. Good job.
Aquapta, you took. Amarta, you said. And Yashapta, you resided.
Good,
Or settled.
good job. Good job. Good job. Sister Valerie, you got line 3.
I will indeed. What? Zakarta, meaning I remember singular.
There you go.
Yashipta, meaning
Yashabta.
thank you, meaning you singular, talking to a woman, remember. Malakta, meaning you ruled. Marta, meaning you said.
Mm-hmm.
Amadta, meaning you stood.
Right.
Akalta, meaning you ate.
Mm-hmm.
Shamata, Shamata. Yo,
yeah. Shema. Shema Yisrael. Shema Israel. Yeah.
Right.
Elohim. Hero Israel. The Lord our God is one.
And Shamata, you guarded.
Right. There you go. There you go. So we gonna jump down. We gonna get Sister Zipporah on this line 6. Do that line 6, Shebrew. Yeah, you.
You can do it with you.
We gonna
Shamanu
Yeah.
means
Now, the new at the end of it lets you know it's a we. You including yourself.
okay.
It comes from the
Okay. We heard it.
yeah, the subject pronoun is a nu, which means we. A nu means we. So when you just see when you see the new at the end of any type of verb or whatever, it's saying we. Okay, we heard. Shout out to Unc Shmanu Ya. That's how you spell Shmanu Ya name.
Okay.
We hear Ya, Shmanu Ya. We hear Ya. Shout out to Unc Shmanu Ya. All right, go ahead.
Apollo,
Yep.
which means
Good job.
is Shemanu, which means we sent.
Yep.
Shemanu, which means we rule.
Now we rule. Now we rule. What does Shemoah mean?
Guarded. We
That's
guard.
right. That's right.
Wakwaknu
Uh-huh.
means we took.
Uh-huh.
Yashanu means we reside or we settle.
That's right. Uh-huh.
Means we fed.
Uh-huh.
Abanu means
A bar. What does a bar mean? I bar. We crossed over, no doubt. Now let's jump down to exercise 4. Exercise 4. It says write the appropriate Hebrew subject pronouns. All right. So for an example, if you said I and you, you're saying we. Like if you said I and you pointed to somebody else and said you're including yourself, so you're saying we. All right. The way to write we in Hebrew is anachnu. Anachnu. All right. Anachnu. All right. So since it's the plural, you got number one. Number one. It says ata wa ata. What subject pronoun would I write for that? Like, look, I'm saying ata means you, and it's masculine. All right. So you got two U's there. It's like you saying you and you. So how do you say you plural masculine? Like you talking to your grandchildren. You say you and you. Get over here. Right? You speaking to the both of them. Or you saying you all. Right? How do you say you all or y'all? Y'all two right there. How you say that in Hebrew? Y'all. You plural.
Oh, a minute.
Anachnu is we. That's right above. That's when you including yourself. All right. To say you plural and you talking and it's masculine, you would say atim. 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 Like
I was gonna say that too. Okay.
yeah, atim. You would like look, if it's ever a problem, all you gotta do is go back up. Go all the way back up to Shamor. You see you plural, you guarded male plural. We said Shamortim. 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 See what I'm saying? So if you're saying you and you, what you're doing is saying both of y'all, a you plural. You understand? So ata wa ata equals atem. Atem. All right. Sister beat ya. If I said Dawid wa Abraham, what subject pronoun would I put in front of that?
You could say Hema.
You say who?
Hema.
They. Well, I see where you can get that from. They,
Yes.
David and Abraham. Oh yeah, yeah. Hema, David and Abraham. They, David and Abraham. They. That's a good one. All right, number 3, Sister beat ya. What subject pronoun would you put in front of Sarah? Sarah.
He.
Good job. Good job. All right, Sister Zipporah, it's on you again. What subject pronoun would you put in front of at wa at?
What did you say now? Number 4?
Number 4. Yeah, number 4.
Just a second. Hold on.
I 10 with an N, with a noon at the end. I 10. Yep. Right. I 10. So that's how that basically works. You look at your subject you talking about, like number 5, Hamalek, you would put who? All right. If you go down to number 7, Ata Wa'at, that's saying you and you, but it's male and female. You would put Atem. All right. Ha'ir, which is a city. Remember, cities are feminine. So you would put he. All right. Number 9, Hanashim Waha'i. So that's the women and the man. The women and the man, you still would put Atem. Now the women and the man, they. And you put they. But it's a man there, so you put Haim or Haima. The woman and the man, them or they, you would put Haim or Haima. And that's basically how they go. It's just getting your mind used to like combining subjects, or even if it's just one subject, what pronoun would you use? Would you use a he? The word for he, which is who? Would you use the word for she, which is he? Would you use the word for we, which is a naknu? You all, a tim, masculine. You all, a ten, feminine. Stuff like that. And that's basically what that exercise was doing. Number 5 says, read the following forms aloud and translate, because the second and third person feminine plural forms appear so rarely in the Bible, we would no longer use them in the exercises. So number 1, it says shamata, which means you heard, talking to a man. The next one says shamu, which means they heard, talking to a man or a woman. The next one says Shema, which means he heard. The next one says Shemati, which means I heard. The next one says Shemanu, which means we heard. The next one says Shemartim, which means you all heard, speaking to men or speaking to a mixed crowd, men and women. The next one says Shemata, speaking to women, you all heard. And the next one says Sham'a, which means she heard. All right. So, yeah, I mean, you should be already doing them in your exercises or whatever. So just run right through them. Number 6, read the following pairs of sentences aloud and translate. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to read this, and then we're going to jump down to the story at the end. And y'all make sure y'all do all them exercises though. And again, you got page 371, the answers to the open book test in the back of the book. And it's always good to refer up to what we already ran through. Don't let none of those all verb patterns and different ways to construct. I ain't talking about like the I guarded and all that, but the different vowels that occur. Don't even let that throw you off. Don't even focus on that, because you see, we still reading and translated, not even knowing any of that. You know what I'm saying? So don't let any of that throw you off. As we go through the book, you'll get better and better at that. You know what I'm saying? You become scholars by the end of the book. So don't let nothing throw you off when it says all verb patterns, and is it a pal? Is it a call? Is it a combination vowel? Is it not a combination? Don't even worry about that, because we read and translating, you feel me, without even knowing how to properly or what vowels to put up under something. If we write, you're still reading, writing, understanding, and translating. So don't get caught up in it if it seems like it's too hard. You see, ain't none of that even in the exercises.
Yeah, that's all it's helping me knowing what vowels to put up under the word.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But as you go, if you just get further into the chapters and all that, you'll see that it becomes more easier. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with these exercises though, see, when you're dealing with these chapters, what's important is what we're doing in the exercises. That's what's important. If you notice by now, it's what happens at the end of the chapter, what they're prepping us for the following chapter. So as we go get deeper into the book, you'll learn how to either put a Shiva under something as you're writing it out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us write out the Hebrew without even using vowels sometimes. But as you get deeper into it, you'll be able to write, you'll be able to know what goes what. You know what I'm saying? What vowel goes under here? Is it a Shiva? Is it vocal? Does it pause? If this appears before a guttural, what vowel to put on that one and all that? Like, all that's gonna come. So don't worry about that. Focus on the exercises. If you focus on the exercises, everything will be a-okay. You ain't gotta worry about it. Focus on the exercise. All right. All right, we did that already. Bang. What we at? 5. What I say we was at? 6. Okay, 6. Read the following pairs of sentences aloud and translate. I'll do the first one. It says, I need a mati lifnei ha hard. Let me say it again. I need a mati lifnei ha hard. I stood before the mountain. Next one. Naknu a matnu lifnei ha harim. And it says, we stood before the mountain. All right. Sister Valerie Yard, you got line 2.
All right. Yashab ta abba hema ha hayom.
Hayom. Read that again. Read that again. You got it.
Yashab ta el habahema hayom.
Meaning what?
Meaning you settled it's not, is it with?
All. Go back up. What does all mean? What does all mean?
Oh. On, over, about, upon. You settled. On the cattle today.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. What's the next one?
Ab Hem El Habahemot Hayom. So meaning they,
Not they.
you all men, or you all a group of men and women, sat on animals or cattle today.
There you go. Good job. Good job. All right, beat y'all. Line 3, you got it.
Akla, Aisha, Lakam, May, Habayi,
Habayit. Habayit. There you go.
Habayi,
Let it flow. Don't even second guess yourself. Just let it flow, she bro. Just let it flow. All right. Akla, Haisha, Lakim, Main, Habayit. What that mean?
woman ate food from the house.
Woman. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. What's the next sentence?
Akaru, Abashin, Lakim, Me, Habayi.
How about what?
Habatini.
There you go. What that mean?
Women ate food from the houses.
Women ate bread from the houses. Good job. Good job. All right, Sisters of Paul Rob. It's on you. We gonna jump on down. Let's do line 5. Let's do line 5. What line 5 say?
Okay.
You got this.
Just a second.
You say dance, you say dance.
Hot the bed.
Good job. What that means, she bro?
So that means
Lakem. What does lakem mean?
food to the servant.
Good job. Good job. What that next part of that say?
Okay. So the next one is Shalom. Hamalakim. Karim. La Apidim.
La abadim. What that mean, she bro?
The king. The king sent. Wait a minute.
Dabarim. That's the name for the book of Deuteronomy. Dabarim.
Okay. Okay. Food.
Dabarim. Dabar. What's the word dabar mean?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Okay. The king sent servants with food.
Where you getting food from? It says Shauku Hamlakim Dabarim La Abadim. Lakim is bread. You already did that in the first part of that line 5. You,
Okay. Okay. Look. Sent certain.
the bar. What does the bar mean? That's what you get hung up at. The bar.
The ball. The ball. The ball. King. Wait a minute. Hold on. Think of
The bar. The bar means words. The bar means word or thing. So it says Shalku Hamlakim Debarim La Abadim. Or it's saying King sent words to the servants. King sent words or things to the servants.
Okay.
The bar means word.
Word. Okay.
All right, line 6. I do line 6. It says At Zakarta Naara Ba'aretz Wa'at Halakta Lasham. So it says you remember, talking about a woman. So the young woman remembered in the land, and you walked there. And you walked there. All right. Next one says At Wadawid Zakwatim. At Wadawid Zakwatim Na'ara Ba'aretz Wa'atim Halaktim. So it says you and David remembered the young woman in the land, and you all walked. And you all walked.
And what's the
Lashem.
last word?
And you all walked there. Lashem is at the end of it. All right, now look, finish your exercises. Again, if it's something we go through in here, but it's not in the exercises or the homework, don't even trip off of it. You'll catch that the homework and the exercises, because that's what's going to prep you for the very next chapter. All right, let's get on down. And look, y'all can do all this. All of it's real easy. You can do all this. All right. So number 11 says, read and enjoy the following story. Read and enjoy the following story. So the first line says, Su and Lu Yashabu Babayit Wa Amru. All right, so what that just say right there? It says Su wa Lu Yashbu, Su and Lu Yashbu Babayit Wa Amru. All right, so Su and Lu lived in a house, and they said, Su, and here's Su, Lu, Ata Lakwakta Lakim Main Habayit Wa Akalta Mean Halakim. Oh, this is Sue talking to Lou. She says, Lou, you took bread from the house, and you ate from the bread. And you ate from the bread. Here go Lou. Lo, I need lo lakwakti lakim mean habit. So Lou saying, no, I didn't take bread from the house. At lakwaks. Aklakwakta lakim main habayit. So he said, you took, talking to Sue, you took bread from the house. So don't be blaming me for taking bread, eating bread, you took it. All right. Here goes Sue. Sue saying, Sue say, lo, Lou, ata lakwakta. So he said, nah, Lou, you took. Here go Lou. At lakwakta. You took. So they're going back and forth. You took it. He like, no, you took it. Su say atha, you. Lu say I. No, you. All right. So then we get down to the next line. It says Ha'ab Shema Wahu Amor. So it says the father heard and he said. So they daddy heard them arguing over who took bread and ate it. He said, Su, Lu, Lo Laquak Lakim Mean Habayit. Lu. No, I'm tripping. I done ran past it. He say Su, Lu, Lo Laquak Lakim Mean Habayit. So he say, Su, Lu, you didn't take bread from the house. He's talking to them. And he say, Su, Lola Kwakla Kim mean Habayit. So then he talked to Su. You didn't take bread from the house. A Tim Lo Laquak Tim Lakim mean Habayit. So then he says, you all didn't take bread from the house. Then he goes down. I need Laquakti Lakim mean Habayit. I took bread from the house. So the father, like, what y'all arguing over? You, Sue, you didn't accuse Lou of taking the bread eating. Lou, you accusing Sue of taking the bread. Y'all going back and forth. You took it. You took it. The father say, ain't neither one of y'all took the bread and ate it. I took it and ate it. He said, I need Laquakti Lakim mean Habayit. I took bread from the house. Sue and Lou, they say, aha, atha akalta mean halakim. So, you ate from the bread. And here goes Sue. And then it says Sue and Lou, Yashbu, Sham, Wahaim, Lo, Amru, Debar. So then it says Sue and Lou lived there and they didn't speak a word. So now they mad at each other. You know what I'm saying? Like they done got called out. Their father like, no, I'm the one that ate it. So once they both found out they was wrong, they're like, you the one that ate the bread. You the one that took from the bread. You ate from the bread. So they live in the same house, but they're not speaking to each other now. Sue and Lou. They done found out their daddy was the one that ate the bread. And just like some of our people, we get mad and don't want to speak for a while. You know what I'm saying? Sound familiar? Yeah, whatever. Our woman over here talking, sound familiar. Yeah, all right. But yeah, that's it right there, y'all. So we just did a recap on chapter 7. And again, just focus on the homework. Don't even trip off certain things on when they saying, well, this vial drop off and this vial pick up. Don't even trip off all that. As we go, you'll catch that. As we go, we catch that. Focus on the exercises. And in this chapter, it was about putting the proper pronoun in front of the proper subject. You know what I'm saying? And constructing these perfect tense verbs. Like if it's a we, how would you construct it? If it's saying they, how would you construct it? If it was saying you all, how would you construct it? That's what it wants us to focus on. All right? And as we go, you'll be able to focus more on all the root words. And remember, most Hebrew words only 3 letters. Sometimes 4, but for the most part, they're just 3 letters. So when you see a super long word or something longer than 3 letters, you know you're looking at a construct. You're looking at something that's either feminine, masculine, plural, singular. It may be a preposition in front of it, like a ba meaning in, a mem meaning from, a kaf meaning as, you know. But as you go, you'll be able to identify that and read that as you go. All right. Well, it ain't that hard, y'all. Go ahead and just go back over that, do all the exercises till you get real familiar with them. You get real familiar with them, and we'll be ready to go into chapter 8, starting dealing with the direct object, like what you're directly talking about. All right. So again, don't trip off what vowels go under what. The thing is, you know how to look at a vowel and identify it, and how to pronounce it. All right. So as we go, you'll get better at writing out Hebrew with vowels. You'll be able to write them out, you know what I'm saying, with your eyes closed, actually, and identify what pattern is being used. But for right now, it wants us to focus on subject pronouns, and how to properly construct a verb. You know what I'm saying? When we talking about something. That's it. That's all it is to it. You know, so go ahead and do that. Review your homework. If you didn't did your homework, I set up and did a little taste today to show y'all so y'all don't think I've been over the line or nothing like that. All right, this part of chapter 7, the perfect tense. All right, the perfect tense. And then I even did matzah down here for fine, did all those in there. And then I did malak and laquak, did all the perfect tense forms of that. Y'all can see. And then I did yashab as well, to live or to settle. And then I did I put all my proper pronouns like in front of that one exercise we did, exercise 4. I did exercise 4 and all that as well. All right. Then I also translated that Sue and Lou story. So y'all ain't in this by yourselves. You understand? I'm actually hand to the plow with y'all. So you ain't in it alone. If you got any questions, holler at your brother, email me or whatnot. It's all good. It's all good. Remember, just focus on them exercises and it'll prep you for that next chapter. All right? Everybody all good? Well, that's what's up. Y'all Shebrews doing an excellent job, man. Y'all keep with it. Sister Zipporah, you cool? You all good, Shebrew?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Well, holler at your brother. You got my number too, so hit my line if it's a problem. I don't know. You might have to update that computer or something. I don't know. Your computer be breaking up like a mug. You say what?
Yeah.
I don't know, Shebrew. We'll get it together though. Sister Beat, y'all, you doing a good job as well. All praises to the Most High.
All praises.
All praises. Y'all keep up the good work. Y'all willing, we pick this back up tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all got questions, email me, and let's get her done. Let's full steam ahead. It's all good.
All right.
All right, y'all. It's all good. Most happy with you all. Shalom. Shalom.